Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Today we are going to continue to play with this scene right here and see what we can do to it. Yesterday we built up this tower. You can see from the scale of our dude in the top, it's pretty big. And we still need to keep working a bit more on the tower, but we just ran out of time. So let's start with that tower top and then see what we get to. I'm going to come to this thing first. This is like a landing pad, and I think it needs a railing. And the easiest way to do a railing is to use, what you call it, platform generator. So we'll do that. Gonna come around, grab all those to there, and easy one. No, I always don't know why it always does that. One. Oh, because I'm in normal mode. That's why. Okay. Separate off that section. Let's just do the same thing here too. Separate off that section. We can just join these two together then. And then we're going to go open platform generator. Do I have it here? Platform generator. There we go. Right there on the bottom. Love it when that happens. Yeah. Piss off. And I think we'll go with, we used the Sci-Fi one before, so let's keep using the Sci-Fi one. And scene collection. And actually, where do we want to put? We want to put it in collection. Yep. Get all that shit out of the way. Yeah, because we don't want anything real in collection. It's just our working area. Okay, anyway. Then we can grab that and link, copy link materials, and link copy modifiers. I don't actually think we need to do the materials, but roll. So let's see. Cool. Now we got some weird funkiness with that. Let's just edit it. Oh. Did I join the wrong object? I did. Okay. Well, let's just edit. Go away. L P, separate the selection and remove that platform generator from that. Okay, now turn this back on. There we go. And we can even combine it, I think. Let's do that too. Now we have it. Fill. There we go. Railing. So we got a railing across our thing now. Nice. That's working for me. And it's not a huge platform, but I think it's large enough for our anything to land there. Cool. I think I just want to add a bit more interest to here. So let's take these faces. I just want to try. I have really bad luck with axis extrude. I've never had it work right. Yeah, but let's see. See, it still just doesn't. Yep, that's the vibe. Axis extrude. 4. min length 3. Getting anything out of it at all? No. See, it just does weird. It just never works for me. I don't know why. But you know what? We can just do it this way. Loop extrude. Let's do this one. Depth max 3, 2, 1. Page 2. We want to set it to. There we go. Do not loop from source. Loop on top of each other. Yes. Cool. And max panel size. Well, we need cuts. We need cuts. Where's my cuts? Here we go. Panel size max 3. Let's see. How do we feel about that? That's kind of neat, I suppose. Although I think actually I'm going to undo it and do it again. But I want to add some edge loops here. Okay, and there. And then L sharp. Yep. No, don't want it all because I want this. We'll just select this way. That. And this. Cool. Now they're square. That should be kind of cooler, I think. Loop extrude. Cuts. Yes. 2, 3. Max here. I'm going to go with 25%, so it's less. Just gives us something like that is kind of cool. Let's see. Try different solvers. I think 1 is better. No, that's going to make a lot of difference, but there we go. Okay. I don't know. Just kind of wanted them doing that. I think that's fun. I'm just going to join them together now. Clear the vertices. Cool. And now we have those. Okay. Q. Oh, cancel. Shift Q. Extras utility. Plate insets. We're going to go with a max depth of 0.5 off. Min depth of 0.1 subdiv. And we don't want reverse of 0, I think. Well, that's interesting. Why are they getting some weird triangles? Do I have triangulation on it? Let's see. It's kind of interesting. I don't really know why it's doing it, but I'm okay with it, I think. I don't even know that that's at an angle. Weird. Well, that's fine. Don't hate it. Okay. Tab AM distance. Cool. And It's distress hole. Let's just take a look at it. I don't know. I just want to get something underneath there. That's kind of fun. And then we can go and create some pipes or some cables. Let's do this. Tab and 3 Shift G normal. Cool. Shift G normal, like it's all those. Good. Cables. Cables mount 1, sure. Cool. Just random hanging cables. We always love them. But I feel like it's kind of cool this time. And we'll make those same materials as that. Take a look. I just want to add more interest to it. Yes. We don't know why, but sure. That feels cool. That can know a weird material. Oh, bridge, right. Okay. That's going to be link materials. There we go. Well, yes. Not really up to, OSHA standards, but, hey, what are you going to do? I like that. All righty. Now, having now put a landing platform up here, we need something that they could go to on top of this thing, even if it's just like a control panel. How do we want to handle this? Poke face. I don't really needed it poked, but whatever. Okay, E3 up. Cool. Then inset. Get an angle like that. Cool. And then let's go grab us some kind of cool looking door, probably from Big Medium Small. Let's see, industrial zone. That's an elevator door, but that'll work. Oh, gotta add a mode. Line it up there, and then local. Cool. Okay. Nice. It's got a door going in. Cool. And put a light up here at the top too. There, maybe. Cool. Now, do we want a railing around the outside of this thing just so people don't fall off? On the one hand, I kind of like that we don't, but we can try. Let's see. That to there. That to there. EZ1. P separate section. Cool. Trying to not that. That. There we go. Now this has still got the multiple variants too. Yeah, well, fine. Fill. Fill. Okay. Sure. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you add it, it says it gives you a story, but if you don't add it, it also gives you a story. So it's not just an automatic to add because not having one says something too. And sometimes that's what you want. But we did add one. Just throwing a little bit of stuff on here just for gack. Sometimes what you leave out is just as important as what you add. Sometimes it's more important. Now I want a different texture in here just to break things up a little bit. So plus assign something new. Yeah, mech squad. Try metal rust, see what it looks like. It's all right. Again, we're not going to get close up to here, I don't think, very often, although we could. But it's more about having something. Then, what now? I don't like that seam. Bevel that out a little. Normals. And then down. Nice. And we can make it all metal rust. Cool. It feels more like a roof now. It's a little bit of an overhang. The other thing we could try would be Sci-Fi steel instead of rust. See how we feel about that. No, I think we like the rust better. Cool. Just gives it a different color, which we appreciate. Now, I do feel like we need something along this wall here. Let's grab that wall and the outer wall. And actually, let's do that. Grab that. And to make our panel square. Okay. Panels. X of 0.02. 0.02. So they're all even. Just have some, like plating on it. And that's going to give us cooler stuff. Hey, Cozy. There we go. Nice. With a little bit of, plate cutting there. And then same thing, we'll just go underneath. Let's do tubes. 10. And we're going to cut. We want more than 2. Longest 25. And width of 0.1. Much longer. I don't hate that, although I think we might want a bit of a margin. Is that too much? Cuts 3. Point 2. Cool. And there we go. Can go back to, yeah, I like that better. Cool. I think we may even want a few more. Take it to 50. Yes, okay. Cool. And then those we can make dirty worn orange paint, maybe? Let's try that. It's kind of fun. Again, we're kind of ideally be looking at it more from like here, so I don't know we'll even see it, but we're just kind of having fun. Whatever. And then I think let's edit this. Inset slightly plus a sign, and we're going to give it, I don't know, warm glow. Bring our door into, yeah. So now we can see that door at night if we want to do a night shot, and even if we can't, it kind of just adds a bit of kind of fun to it. Now, I don't like all these different variants. I was thinking I could handle it, but I can't. Railing, delete that one, that one. There we go. Now all the railings are the same, which just makes more sense. And I think change Sci-Fi plastic to dirty worn orange. Yeah, that's a little bit much. But let's try. I want a little bit grungier. That's a little grungier. Strength, because the normal strength is like 0.2. 0.1. Yeah. Okay. That's cooler. And I guess we could try Sci-Fi steel to distressed hull. It's going to make it more even in line with the rest of it. Sure. Makes it brighter because there's more. Yeah. But I'm all right with that. We could try. Ooh, that seems cooler. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into that. All righty. Now, I think, even though it's going to be expensive, I kind of want some steam. Steam or smoke? Do I have steam? No, I know I have smoke, though. I wish I had it at an angle, but it's fine. Let's try this one. All right, let's go back to gray so we can see what the heck we're doing. And I just feel like having something come out of those holes would be kind of cool. Shrink it down even a little bit. It doesn't need to be quite that big. That feels okay. Now, can we... I don't think we need to worry about that. Okay. Kind of might want them separate anyway. Shift S2. Great. Now, 3D cursor. Cool. Shift D, RZ. Don't know we need them all. Uh-oh, God damn it. Did I duplicate it already? No. Okay. There we go. That feels fun. So not everyone's coming out, but you know, enough. We're venting. Let's see. Let's line it up a bit better now that we've sort of dealt with it in the rough form. Cool. No. Nice. Okay. So we've created our stuff. We've added some more crap underneath here. We're doing all right. Feeling pretty good about it so far. Okay. Maybe it's time to think about a sky. Let's see. I don't 100% know what I want this to look like, as we've kind of been saying. But let's try some stuff. I want a cloudy, because I think I want to turn the color of it. I'm going to go with 1089. Okay. We have clouds. Sadly, we may have to adjust it because I don't want to be able to see that ground either, but I do like the clouds. But let's edit that now. World. Hue. Color do we want to make it? I feel like just a different color sky could be neat. I think 3 is too much, but let's take it to 2. All right, so we're adjusting our sky 0.38 and 2, which we may want to remember for other ones later. And exposure, we can bring it up a bit brighter. We're still dark. May adjust more, but okay. Let's exposure up a whole 1. All right. Good deal. And we're going to take, is it dome or is it Z location? That takes it way down. Probably too much. There. Now we should get less. Yeah. Our ground is now way lower in the scene, which is what we wanted. Okay. Let's see. So there's our, that was the circle we were starting to make for our ground. How big do we make it? 400. I think we're going to go to 600. Okay. And we're going to just adjust our view to 5 kilometers. So we have lots. Tab, fill. Okay. And all this stuff's in camera. It shouldn't be in camera. Let's just, okay, first off, do a bit at a time. M, new collection, ground. Then this stuff. M, new collection, into structure. And this. M, into structure. And this. Okay. So everything's in structure now, which is where it should be. That one we can get rid of because it's otherwise gonna fuck with us. Gone. Okay. Ground. Quad remesh it. I think 400. With the old one, move to ground. Yeah, that's fine. Now, I don't really have a strong feeling how I want this ground to look. I can just go sculpt mode and drag it. I think in general. Doing a couple different heights just to keep it kind of fun. And then bring the ground back up underneath the whole thing. I don't mind if the base is covered, but I don't want it to be all covered. All right, do that. All right, cool. There's not a lot down there we really care about, so save it. And trainer base. Just gonna give it some funk. Cool. And then that's fine. Apply it, and we'll sculpt it again. And just bring that up. And we can bring this down. I don't know why I'm caring, but it's okay. There is not to care. Okay, so the entire base is now covered, except that. Okay. Great. Looking good. Save. Okay. Now we need to decide what kind of tree thing we want to put at the base or in general. I was going to do jungle. If we go higher poly, it's going to be a bit chunky. We could do a mixture of stuff. Not a bad idea, I think. I think we're going to try to sort of set ourselves up to about like here for a look. For our distance shot. Okay. So let's come here, geoscatter on the ground, and we're going to biome scatter. We're going to do more after this too. I just want to start getting some things to inform each other. Okay, alpha trees. These are not jungles, sadly. They're just forests, but at the distance it's going to be probably not going to be matter much. I'm thinking I like various mix 7. Have some color in it. Done. Cool. And we have birch, rhododendrons, and maples. Right. Scale. I don't want my random scan to just, I don't want to shrink it. Oh, it's not really shrinking now, isn't it? It's just undo shrinking. And random scale is actually going to be 2, not 1. So they're going to be bigger trees, which I just feel like is cooler. Rhododendrons, same thing. Random scaling is going to be 2. They're smaller and not shrinking. Cool. And maples, 2 and not shrinking. Now let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. And very lightweight on us, which is nice. I think we're going to make our rhododendrons just bigger, just for fun. We're actually going to grow them. Maybe not quite that much. 2. Yeah, let's go 2.5. Yes. I like that we get purples kind of coming through there now. I mean, they're supposed to be flowers, right? But at this distance, just kind of, we're on an alien planet. It's all good. We will need some kind of a foreground element to help us here. We want to be sure that we see our platform too. So we're angling. And we're going to hide that mountain behind it. Whee! That, cool. Just going to set a camera. Obviously, if we change, you know, the angle, we're going to have to deal with it again. But let's see, camera sensor. All right, Alexa. And we're going to set it to a clip end of 2 kilometers. Okay. Lens, go back to our trusty anamorphic. 35. Maybe even need more than that. 28. It seems cool. Resolution. IMAX. And then just change that back to 100. That is very true. And just kind of bring it down a little bit. We have now achieved, generic establishing shot. Ship flies across, we're good, right? Kind of like it though. Put our here. Let's see where that is. Right on the edge. Okay. What if we make ourselves another structural element of some kind? Could do our tower thing again and see if we can make that work better this time. It did not really work great last time the way we did it. We got someplace, but I wasn't super happy with the results. Well, with the process. I like the results. But let's see. Maybe we'll try it a different way. Let's go with a cylinder to 5 vertices with a radius of 25. Cool. And we could try the same thing. I want to grab another blender, right? So many blenders. Masonry generator. Let's try it. It did kind of piss me off last time, though, to be honest. I'm going to try using it as I build versus separately. See if we can't make it work. Once we set one section up, we should be able to keep going with it. Cancel. This one feels like the best, or this one. Let's go with this one. And paste. Get the heck out the way. And I want to change our brick size on it before we jump in again to height of 25, width of 25, depth of 15. Those are big. Maybe not even quite that much. 10, 10, 3. Okay. That I think I can live with. And then I just want to see what the subdivision level of this thing looks like. All right, it's not that subdivided yet. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. And then this. Okay, that should be good then. Link, copy modifiers. Delete this bad boy. This one. Turn it on. Okay. Control A, rotation scale. Okay, so we're set there. Okay, so we might need a few more than that. Vertical spacing, 0.1. No. 1. Yeah. Horizontal spacing. Okay, that's better. Offset ourselves just a little bit. Maybe we'll make them smaller. Let's go to 3. 3 doesn't seem bad. That actually seems like it's working reasonably well. Okay, so these are smaller bricks, but that's fine. Let's turn this off. And then we can go How tall up is this thing? So I got an idea what I did. Only 2 meters tall. So we want to make it at least 5 meters tall. Yeah. Okay. Maybe now we can go slightly bigger bricks too. 5, 6. 6 feels good. Offset amount 0.45. Cool. Let's see if we set the 0. Does that do anything? Not really. Our random rotation's fine. Horizontal spacing, I might go with a bit bigger. 7? No. Why doubling? 0.55 seems good. Cool. Do get some sticking at the side, but that's okay. I can live with that. We're going to wall top accent. What does that give us? Nothing yet. Come back in. E5. And then E5. E5. So that's going to be the whole thing. Let's see. Gives us that. All right. Now, see if we get a wall top accent. Does it give us anything? No. Scatter brick amount 0. Okay. This is going better for us. Now let's do one more. And set, can't really go further than that without fixing it, which I suppose we could fix it, but let's fix it. Okay. Merge center. Merge center. Then all 5, no, one more. There we go. Let's see if that will work. Yes, that does give me what I wanted. We're going to think a bit on top of it too, maybe, but that's a good starting point. Okay, we need to go edit it because this one does not have it saved to auto, right? Right. We're not applying instances yet. Realize it. Apply all. Okay. So now we just have our object, right? Right. Now let's remesh it. Bring it down just a bit. That feels like okay. I'm kind of good with that. Voxel size 0.2 just to see what happens. That's a little too much. No, I like 0.1. Okay, apply all. Okay, copy object. Let's come back over to our space here, see if what our scale looks like. Much smaller, which is fine. Turn off geoscatter. First off, new structure, structure 2. Now turn off geoscatter. Okay. Structure 2, looking good. There. Okay. Not bad. We want it to be below the other one. So we may have to scale it down a little bit. I want it to feel smaller than the other one. I just want to put our dude on top, make sure it's still big enough. Mike! Possibly. Not always, but possibly. That still feels like that's plenty big enough for what we need. Yeah. So. Just line him up. That feels pretty good for scale for what we want. It's like a mid-ground object. It's not super, super close. It's not far either. Now, save. What do we want to do with this sucker? I can't go much higher and I can't go much smaller. So I think we're gonna have to change a little bit what I was thinking, which is fine. I'll just cut that off, I think. Down to there. Okay, yeah. Apply all. Oh, oops, well. Missed the top part, but still fine. All right, delete it. Tab. L. Control I. Get rid of those. There we go. Okay. So now we have that top there. Okay. Now, I kind of just want to, I'm going to copy in Hubert just a bit. Don't blame me. But, you know, hey, you can blame me if you want to. Shift D, M, collection, working. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Origin. Okay, there's a brick. It's a much smaller brick, but let's just pull it up. S2. 2 feels pretty good for this. Rotation scale. Now Q or add modifier, array, circle, count of 5, radius. Can go more than 5. If I go more than 5, then I don't. Yeah, that's the problem, right? I lose. But I could just do a. Let's see. Can I grab this thing? No. Curve, circle. No. Curve, mesh, circle, vertices, 5, radius to there. Thank you. Okay. Rotation scale, Q, curve extract. Great. Get rid of that circle, right? This is going to go to M, structured, or just working. Yes. Keep it together. Okay, so now this bad boy here, add a modifier, generate array. Shape is going to be curve. The curve object is going to be our circle curve. Cool. Now we can increase our count. And it should stay relatively. Still goes in a circle, basically. That's shitty. Oh, well, it's fine. Relative spaces versus actual spaces. No, per curve. No. That's kind of cool, though, actually. I can live with that, I think. Okay. I'm going to want 17's almost right. Let's see. 16. 16's no. 17 is correct. We want to just even 18. Could just go in a circle. Might make our lives easier. Let's just go in a circle. I tried this. Didn't work. And I'm all right with that. Do it again. If I cared enough, I could make it work, but I don't care. So, you know, circle. Radius. Like that. Sure. Like that. Cool. Nice. And randomize it just a little bit. 1, 1, 1. Don't really notice. And then add a modifier array. Offset. Let's go. Rotation. There we go. We randomize it a little bit again. Yeah. Offset 0.1. That's even too much. Okay. And rotation of Z of 2. Cool. And we can add more. That cool. Bring our Z back down. It doesn't matter. Let's try that. More, Michael. That's looking all righty. Again, I'm kind of copying something Ian was doing in his last video, but I thought it was cool. I wanted to try it. So, but just like to give credit, you know? Okay. Shift D. Turn off the old one. Let's build it first. GZ. And radius. In just a little bit. Ooh, nice. Sarcasm. Let's see. I'm going to Shift D. Now this one, apply all. And just grab that. And we're going to go from 3D cursor. Turn on proportional. Scale. Actually, we want to grab the whole ring, don't we? It's kind of neat looking. It's going to mess with the other one, probably. But it's cool. It is neat looking. This one. Apply all. Scale it down. Let's see where we're at for heights. Still looking good. Cool, that's working for me. Now let's scale it in. Actually, apply all. Scale. It's gonna fix itself a little bit anyway because it's got a medium point. We're gonna apply it. Yeah, there you go. Just kind of line it up a little bit. I know it's not perfectly aligned, and that's okay. But we can do a little bit better. It's okay, but we're gonna fix it. There we go. Cool. Nice. And then let's try something else, just kind of fun. Mesh. Plane? Sure. That'll work. I want to do it. Tab. Cool. Right to there's good. X. Faces. Control Shift bevel. And that. Cool. Now, you can array a curve, right? Yeah, I think so. Q, curve extract. That's fine. Cool. Now, add modifier, generate array, circular. Come on. No. X. You know what? Control A, scale, Q, convert, or sorry, first we need to give it, make sure we want it to have fill caps. And 0.05. There we go. converts to mesh. Cool. Yeah. Add a modifier, array, circle, yes. Radius. Ooh, hot doggy. That's what we wanted. Something like that. I'm into that. I think I'm into that a lot. Apply all. Tab. 3. Shift G. Coplanar. Oh, come on, you bastard. Oh, I see it's angled slightly. Right, whatever. There we go. Now, scale in. Just like that. Cool. Nice. Now, this, and this. Oh, got to apply that one first. Join. Now, let's try remeshing. Increase or decrease our scale, rather. Sorry. Okay. Fun. Now, it's way bigger than it needs to be, and it has mesh on the inside. So we could decide if we wanted to. Let's try. Mesh cylinder. Yeah. Okay. Tab. GZ. Scale it out. This is just kind of cheesy, but whatever. If it works, it works. Cool. Control minus. You're thinking. We'll let it think. And hopefully it'll stop thinking. Yes, it did. Didn't really work. Didn't really give us much. Need to get bigger. Let's turn it off. Cutter. Having now worked on it, we're going to do it some more, right? Okay, I see. Tab. Scale. Or we're just not going to care past a certain point. Okay, that's still on the inside. This one. Okay. Let's see if that cuts a little bit of poly out. I'm just curious. Trying stuff. Save. Yeah, right on, Michael. Oh, I went too far, didn't I? That's going to be too big. turn it off. There we go. As long as it's inside. I mean, it's going to cut anything. It'll work some no matter what. It's just how much it's going to get rid of. Whether it's worth it or not. Yeah, who knows? My machine can probably handle it anyway, but okay. It's got some. Whatever. I'm not going to stress about it anymore. Apply all. We didn't get rid of all the polys on the inside, but it's way smaller than it was. Okay, now we can just get rid of that. And we have, yeah, see how much smoother that is on the inside? We done good. Okay, so we have that and that. I take this and join it with this. It's all one building now. Woohoo! And we're going to give it the same texture as that, which is which one? I don't even name it. Material 1. We need to rename it to dirty green gray brick. Okay. We got to UV it. Cube project. Let's take a look. I do like that. That is fun. There's our space thing coming off. Cool. And if we turn back on scatter, I think we're going to need to brighten things up just a little bit. That might be too bright. Let's try 8.5. 8.5 feels okay. So now we got a second building against that space there. Cool. And let's put some techie things on it, because again, we want to feel like this space is at least repurposed. That's kind of the vibe. That's probably the best word I want to use for it, is repurposed. Just gonna grab my, come here, door. And paste. And object set origin to 3 cursor. Geometry to origin. There we go. I want to make sure we can see it. Yeah, we can. Okay. Go out a little bit. And we were lined up right. Okay. Edit it. And solo. Come on. Oh, I see. There we go. That should be. Yes. Okay, so now we have created this space. Does it make sense to have it up like that now? Maybe not. That's better. And probably want it on the center of the wall too. But cool. Yeah. I think we're starting to get an idea what we're doing here. Center. There we go. Certainly, I think it makes sense, even if I wasn't initially thinking directly about it, I hadn't given a thought one or another, that this is a country estate, as it were, but it could also be a colonial estate quite easily, which would also make sense. So we kind of having a bit of, given the Victorian Regency era, getting a bit of Indian vibe into this is not an awful thing either. It's kind of fun. Okay. Now, I think here we'll do our same thing again. Just solo it. Did I get rid of that? Maybe. Mesh, circle, scale. Okay. GZ. No. Where were you? Circle. There we go. Fooky. That works. Definitely does have the feel of a stupa. It's not entirely that, and I don't want it to be entirely that, but it definitely has that feel somewhat. Control A, rotation scale. Okay. And that can now have come on. Link copy modifiers. Cool. We have our railing again. I don't necessarily want it up that high. I want it on the next one down. But let's see. Maybe I'll put on both. Both is not a bad thing. Why not both? Okay. I'm turning off geoscatter. It's just getting in my way. It's just confusing me when I'm trying to mess with this thing. Shift D. Good. Just make sure it touches the ground. It does. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the biggest thing for me when I'm thinking about with this is that it is impractical for colony planets to import a ton of stuff. It's just too much transport. So the material that this colony has used to build is going to be primarily things that they could find on the planet, particularly initially. And that's going to be like brick and things like that. So that's why we're going with this brick material here. I'm going to put, it's not necessarily that it's old or even another culture, although I think it might be. It's more, it's just what's available. let's grab one of Kai's antennas again. I'm just gonna make sure it's turned on in the render. I kind of like it up against that there. That's what I was trying to do. And material, make it Sci-Fi steel, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I can live with that. Mhm. All righty. Yeah. I don't think we're going to put a railing on the next level, but we might put something down there. So let's edit this thing. I don't think I want it to be a railing, but I think I can just use this Shift-D, P section. Now scale it out, remove that from it. This one just will turn back on just so we can see the difference. Cool. And actually, I think what I'm going to do on this one would be solidify. Yes, to there. Apply all. And then four. Yeah. Okay. Now tab A, extras, plate insets. Do we have no reverse? Yeah, I set to 0. Let's go back to 20. And subdiv. 5. Yeah, that's cool. So they've definitely built on top of that. I like that. Cube project. Material. What do I want to give it? Let's try that. See how it feels. Maybe. Oh, there's displacement on it. Let's see. Let's just go to just bump. Yes, that's better. In my case, because I got all the other stuff going on. I'm still not feeling it. It's all right, but not feeling it. So let's just go to a different one. Let's try this one. Yeah, that is better. And then Let's see. 3, Shift G, normal. Yeah, maybe. Random scatter, cube. Sure. Strict rotation, no. I want no rotation. No scale difference either. It's going to be, yeah, 0.1. Why did I change them all? That's bizarre. Okay. Oh, that's where. Max 0.1. Just gonna go to 1. 1. I don't want to change all this. It's taking way more than I wanted to deal with. Okay. Let's see. This is probably not even going to work for what I wanted. Maybe it'll be fine. Material is going to be red, emissive. Just want a couple lights, basically. Take a look. Yeah, okay. I can live with that. Let's turn scatter on again. I feel like we're getting close to something. We could play with it again more, or we could say we're pretty close to done. It's our poly count. We're not at that high right now. We're only at 2 million, so we got some room to play with. We could do more with it. Yeah, let's do more with it then. We'll stop here today. Just to let everybody know, we'll not be here tomorrow as it is Canada Day, and I will be enjoying the holiday and sleeping in, hopefully, unless my cats wake me up at 4:30 again. But yeah, so no stream tomorrow for Canada Day, but I will be back again on Thursday, and I think we'll finish this up then. We're getting something kind of neat. I don't want to give in to calling it done just because we're out of time. I kind of want to like work on it until I feel like it actually is full on done. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I think we got a bunch of stuff done. For those of you who kind of missed beyond just the scatter. Yeah, exactly. If only we weren't run by George Bush Light right now, but you know, hey. But we added this, we upgraded that a little bit more. We'll put the structure up there on the top. All the stuff we can't even see from back where we're at. We got our smoke coming out. I am feeling pretty good about it. I like this thing. I think it's on the way. So anyway, I'll be back again on Thursday, and hopefully I'll see you folks then. Take care. Have a great one.